I'm just going to make a quick video. I got an update from my attorney Saturday. New Chicago has finally submitted evidence, quote unquote, air parentheses, quotation marks, for probable cause and whatnot. And the one thing that I found funny in reading over, well, I found two things funny actually, but the main thing, and then I'll address the secondary issue. The thing I found funny is the fact that either Officer Fields, who was the volunteer policeman that pulled me over, or Captain Billups, who was the supervisor that was allegedly assaulted by my driver's license, went back and changed the traffic ticket after I had pointed out on my live stream that where they said I wasn't, and that I would beat the shit out of that traffic ticket in court and get the rest of the charges thrown out. So they went back and they amended the traffic ticket, which I got to pull the records on because I have a copy of the initial ticket where it says somewhere, and then I can pull the dates of the videos I posted that show differently. And then I have the screenshot that shows Officer Fields follows my channel. And then I also have, I can get the dash clips from where I was arrested at the county jail, where they said that an officer following my channel from New Chicago called into county to have me picked up. So I can prove that they're monitoring me, and I can prove that they changed the ticket. They amended it, changed it, whatever, wrote a new one. I don't know what they did. I haven't looked to see if the citation numbers are the same yet. I haven't done any of that.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Broadway.
So I'm gonna go through and do that. The second thing that I found funny, which just shows how ignorant New Chicago is and how desperate they are in trying to get me jammed up, is on the second...
Turn left onto Broadway.
Mike Strauss's charges, Nomenesio. He has charges from the incident as well. Well, he went back a separate time without me and was involved in a confrontation.
Continue on Broadway for 1.5 miles.
Discussion with the police department there. I was listed as being involved in that incident, even though I wasn't even there. It is noted on their police report that it says involved parties down at the bottom, and my information is listed. And I had absolutely nothing to do with that. I was not there. I wasn't in New Chicago. I wasn't anywhere around. That is something that Nomenesio did on his own accord. But yet they felt necessary to list me on the police report. So, to me, it just shows how desperate they are in trying to jam me up and trying to hit me up, that they're sticking my name on the police reports and incidences that I'm not even involved in or at. I wasn't a witness to it. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the town. I was nowhere around for that deal. So, you know, I just find it funny how desperate they're getting. That they're taking notes from me to use against me. That's how desperate they are. They can't jam me up on their own, so they're gonna watch my videos and try to use that.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto Stillwater Parkway.
It's all good because it just helps prove the retaliation and the harassment that they're doing to me. So when I file a civil suit against them, it's just more evidence to use, you know. When I was out at the scene the other day...
Continue straight onto Stillwater Parkway, then turn right onto Greenview Place.
Sorry, my GPS is talking, guys. When I was out the other day at that traffic incident with Gary, and New Chicago responded, New Chicago tried to obstruct my First Amendment right of filming by moving their cop cars, and every time I moved, they would move. So it's obstruction of my First Amendment. It's just more evidence of retaliation and predatory behavior against me by the New Chicago Police Department. So their attorney, Dan Whitten, is going to have his hands cut out when a federal lawsuit's filed against the town, and they're going to have to piss away money whether I win or lose. They're going to have to piss away money because they're ignorant to fight it off in court. So but yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm waiting to hear from my attorney. I'm hoping to hear from him in the next couple days. We were supposed to talk Saturday, and he was tied up, and then I ended up...
Take the next right onto Greenview Place.
I ended up going somewhere with my family, so...
In a quarter mile, turn left onto East Greenview Place.
I didn't have steady signal where I was at, so if he called, I missed it. I don't know. He may not have called because I told him I was busy. But I'm hoping in the next day or two to catch up with my attorney. Because the more they submit, the more stupid they look. So, in my opinion. But we'll see. I mean, ultimately, it's up to either them, you know.
Take the next left onto East Greenview Place.
Either my attorney in the prosecutor's office working out a deal, or it's going to be up to a jury of my peers to decide if I deserve to be in...
Continue on East Greenview Place for half a mile.
If I deserve to be in state prison for 2.5 years per charge for allegedly striking an officer with my driver's license and allegedly walking on school property with a firearm. You know, there's just some ironic dealings in the case. You know, it's ironic that I was allegedly witnessed walking across the school grounds, but yet the police initiated the contact 3 days later after No Menesio went back and had his incident, which I wasn't involved in, that they decided to officer initiate contact to try to find more charges on me. And then all of a sudden, the superintendent seen me on school property.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Indiana 55 South, South Indiana Avenue.
That all these malicious things that I did and these violent crimes that I committed, allegedly, I was not arrested for or anything till days later.
Take the next left onto Indiana 55 South, South Indiana Avenue.
None of this was gone after, or nothing was done on it until qualified immunity in the pig suit showed up, and then No Menesio went back on his own.
In half a mile, turn right onto Magnolia Drive.
That's what brought all these charges up, is retaliation, because if Officer or Captain Billups had honestly felt that he was battered by my driver's license, they would have arrested me on the spot. If they really felt threatened because I had a firearm in the car and I threatened them, they would have arrested me on the spot. But the probable cause affidavit says, or their police report says, that upon reviewing my video the next day, I stated in my video that I had a gun, and then they felt scared. They felt scared the next day after the traffic.
Take the next right onto Magnolia Drive, then turn right onto Hayes Street.
So after the traffic stop was done, then they felt threatened. So I don't know how that works, but whatever, you know.
Take the next right onto Hayes Street, then turn left onto Sherwood Drive.
Yeah, and then today, No Menesio has court, and the judge asked him if you told the car why you were humping it. Like, apparently this judge thinks that you talk to inanimate objects and...
Take the next left onto Sherwood Drive, then your destination will be on the left.
And have to get consent from cars. You know, there's just so many holes in what they're trying to do that it's ridiculous, and they're desperate and grasping at straws and trying to jam me up. Just like they posted the first set of charges.
Your destination is on the left.
And then when I bonded out, then they post the second charge because I'm out on bond, and when you're out on bond and you catch a new charge, it's no bail. So they tried to fuck me up on that shit. But all right, just a quick update. Once I